Hi there guys, thanks for watching. Another video today. Back onto my Goodyear bridge. Now I've done my sign for a hull at Conquest Racing. Back onto my Goodyear bridge now. Right, this Goodyear sign becoming a bit problematic when painting, like doing my heading. But I'm getting there, I'm managing it. Painting the signage in. This laser lines in blue. I've glossed black that. These are two signs with LEDs. Just all these lights, all these holes for LEDs in here. Now these, it was like that this morning, it's now like that. So what I've been doing is, instead of masking this area off where I've been painting, you can see how the lines are all nice and crisp and straight. And then here it's not, so it's a bit up painting's all rubbish. So if I were to mask this off, if I were to go over this with masking tape and mask it off and cut round every section, it would take me ages to mask all that off. To be hours to mask it all off and get it all somewhat like before I could even paint the blue in, before I can put the blue into it. So I've been racking my brains and been thinking, how can I do this? How can I get that black covered without masking tape? And I remembered something my granddad showed me years ago. My granddad passed away in 1997. So when I was little, I used to go to my grandma and granddad's every 6-week holidays for days while mum and dad worked, and I used to pick this up off my granddad. So what he did was, when he used to paint his push bikes, he used to do push bikes, redo them up and buy them and sell them, recondition them, repaint and do all sorts. Well, to save from taking the rally badge off the bike, he used to cover it up here with some grease, just some normal lithium grease, and then when he spray painted it, just rubbed grease off, and he ended up with a badge absolutely perfect, in perfect condition, because obviously the paint goes onto the grease. Paint can't stick to grease, grease don't stick to what you put it on, and that's how you get these crisp straight lines. So that's how I've done this. So what I've done is, I've gone round it with some Vaseline. You can just see some Vaseline there. Gone round that with some Vaseline, and that's over the back edges. Now I've painted it in blue, and then that leaves it like that. So then when the paint dries, you just rub it off, and all the paint comes off on your hand there. You see where that was, that big streak? It's gone over top of Vaseline, and then the Vaseline, it's just rubbed straight off the Vaseline. The Vaseline rubs straight off the paint. So that's a lot easier. That's a lot easier tactic than going over it with masking tape and cutting it out and prattling about. You see now, it's just rubbing paint off with Vaseline. It's all coming up nice. Some of it takes a bit of scraping, but where the Vaseline's been sitting, it doesn't damage your paint underneath, doesn't damage the gloss black, that stays gloss black, and then everything else is a good finish. So that's what it looked like before. That's what it looks like now. So what I'll do is I'll take this off this one, and then I'll Vaseline that one up, ready to paint that one. And don't suppose you want to watch me painting it. There's other people do videos out there, the painting, but a lot of there's a lot of channels out there that I watch that are not slot car channels. A lot of model railway channels, and a few and some other war gaming channels and stuff. You can pick up some good knowledge and some good and some good tips from them. I do like watching them things. Foam. There's a one on Facebook called Foam Workshop Modelling, and stuff them people produce on that is absolutely out of this world. I like Lord of Rings. I've got a Lord of Rings section on the layout that I'm doing. But the one guy on that channel on Facebook, Foam Model Workshop, he's done Asgiliath, I think it's called, and that one absolutely fantastic. Really good model. Good model that built at castle of oak walls and oak housing and stuff. Right, so that is that. Now all cleaned off. So that looks pretty good. Don't look too bad. There's some bits I'm going to have to touch in black paint, I think. There's definitely some black bits I'm going to have to touch in, but that I'll have to do for now. This is on the this is going to be the red side, the back side to that face, so you're not really going to see that, I don't think. So that goes in there like that. Now the other thing that I've learned as well over the years is your letters, stick them on a piece of masking tape, upturned masking tape. You can paint round them and paint edges out. When they come from magnetic racing in wood, you can't get the edge of your letters. So you put a piece of masking tape face up, and then then you can paint your letters and paint your edging. So I'll stick these on. think that'll look good. All on there. Get me thick super glue again. I think what I should have done there is spray paint them instead of brush painting them. I brush painted them with some enamel paint. It's fuel proof and waterproof and all that. It's for paint I've used is from a model shop in Doncaster called Williamson's Model Land. That guy, that shop, when I used to live in Doncaster, that shop was like me. I always used to go there for everything. Good model shop for wood and model belts and stuff that I used to do. Well, I still do. I'm still interested in model belts. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put these letters on and then show you and fit my LEDs back in and glue it back on and glue it up to that side. Friggin' dog. Get in it. Get laid down now. 7-month-old spaniel pup chewing something in the garden. Little bugger. Well, 8 months old actually. He's 8-month-old now. So you can use that Vaseline trick when you're painting stuff. Like with this Goodyear bridge now, if I've wanted to touch my letters up, I can just rub a bit of Vaseline around area that I don't want paint to stick to, and then paint it up. Do my painting, and then I can do my painting and then just rub Vaseline off. And Bob's your uncle. Bloody pups. Get on your bed. Right, so that's me Goodyear sign. Thought I'd do it in blue instead of white, just for a change. Looks pretty good. Right, so now I can put my LEDs back in. I need to put my glue gun back on again for the third time today. I'm going to do a video on my wiring, a separate video of wiring up LEDs and stuff like that, and so that I've had a couple of requests. A couple of my mates have asked me to do videos just to break it down, to make it simple so that you can completely understand. So these are my LEDs that I've made and wired up. And all I have to do is pop them back in. Just had to twist one of them LEDs out of the way. Now that's all them back in. So we've got positive wires red, negative wires black, and each one of these, so power comes from red, comes up around the circle of around the half circle. It feeds each resistor, which feeds each LED in turn, and then comes back to negative. And that's how power goes up each one of those all the way along, all the way around, and then back round again. So it comes. So on a basic lighting circuit, you've got your battery. You've got your battery, a fuse, usually, and and then a switch, then a bulb or some component that's for lighting, and then you've got your negative side to run back. So it's like a big circle. See, power goes in a big circle. Then goes back to your battery, back to the negative side on your battery. So that's that. On there, I'll just let this warm up and then I can just re-glue these down. So when I did it all and put it all together, you'll see on the other part 3 video, you'll see it all working, flashing. All that now. I had to strip them back out so I could paint it up, so that I could paint it up so that I didn't get any paint on LEDs. So what I was saying earlier was with your power, connect your head up. Always connect your positive and then connect your negative. It eliminates sparking. I mean, this system, it doesn't really matter so much because there's no, the LEDs are not really taking any power. They're not calling for a lot of watts to power it up. But on your negative, so when you get onto an higher system, that's it, all lit up now. So we've got red flashes and solid reds. And that looks pretty good. So when that's glued onto the other bit, you'll see in a second when I glue it up. Just testing that so that when I glue these in, I'm not gluing it in. If it didn't work, I could repair it before I glued it down. And this, I think Dog's in a bit of a mischievous mood tonight. Bit of a chewer. So all I'm doing is just gluing every so often, just to make sure it's up in place. But the LED, the holes I've drilled are 0.1 of a mil too big for the LED, so that it's a nice tight fit. You can't fit, if something's 3mm diameter, exactly 3 millimeters, 3.00, you can't drill an hole for 3.00 for it to fit in. It just won't fit. So you've got to drill a hole for it to work, for it to fit in. You've got to drill something 3.0, 3.1 or 3.12 so that it'll fit in. Right, so what I'm going to do with this now is drill That now needs gluing on there. So I think my best bet I might heat glue it on so that I can get it back off. I'll let that get a bit hotter, that heat gun, that glue gun, and then I think I'll glue gun that on. If I super glue it, then it's super glued, meaning that it's not coming back off. It's a very, very permanent way of gluing something together. So if I just heat glue it on, then I think I'll be able to remove it if I need to take it off. This is a magnetic racing kit, this bridge, and it doesn't come with all these LEDs. I've put these in separate. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go over this with black, with some black paint. Because that's gone off that glue. Taking some glue in, to be honest, with this heat glue. I'm going to have to let that glue go hard overnight and just try and carve it off without doing too much damage. Good thing about heat glue is the hotter it gets, the thinner it gets. Got a lot more painting to do yet, which is going to be a pain. Right. Well, that's it flashing. I'll just turn the lights off. I'll just show you the Conquest Racing, my billboard I've just made today in my 2 previous videos. Now it's going a bit dusk. There we go. Right, I'll just show you how I did what I did with the Vaseline on this other side. So get a bit of Vaseline on your stick, on your cotton bud, and just rub it round. Just rub it round the outside of where you're painting. So all my nice shiny black bits, I'll cover that up. Then allow a bit extra and have a bit extra room for when you go over, because you will go over the line. You can't help yourself. Well, I can't help myself. Just a bit of a break in concentration, like that. A bit of break in concentration, then that's it. You've got blue paint on your back bit, and then you're trying to get it off without damaging your back paint, then that don't work out very well. Then you've got to touch all your back paint up again, so you can see the difference with Vaseline there to here. All you do is just go around the whole thing like that, put Vaseline on all of it, and then the bits of Vaseline that you get inside the grooves that we've got inside there, that's not an issue, because all I have to do is just, you can scrape that out with a scalpel knife. Once you've got that out with a scalpel knife, you're laughing. And then, because it's MDF and I'm painted it with primer first, because I didn't want to fill in the lettering where the blue letters glue. I didn't want to fill that in, so I ended up not priming it. And now what's happened is the MDF soaks up your black paint, or soaks up any colour paint like it's going out of fashion. So you've got to put 2 and 3 coats of paint on. So your first layer of paint really is just like a primer, if you like. Can only soak up so much. Right, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Just keep tuned till next one.